Good morning, dear students. Now we are going to learn different types of relation. So there are basic, if we start with, there are 5 types of relation. Out of that, the first two, one is empty relation and one is universal relation. So this empty relation and universal relation, whenever we discuss an example, I will explain it. But mostly we need to use 3 relations, and name of those 3 relations are reflexive relation, symmetric relation and transitive relation. Once again, reflective relation, symmetric relation and transitive relation. Before that, a relation, we have already learned a relation from A to B in our first session. Now we'll see if we are given a relation in a set A. That means what? While learning a relation, we learn a relation from A to B. There are 2 sets, A and B. But now I am telling a relation in A means the first set is also A and the second set is also A. So in that case, instead of telling a relation R from set A to set A, we say it is a relation in A. Okay. Now let us consider a relation R. R is a relation in A, means both the sets are A, from A to A, is said to be reflexive if A is related to A for all A belongs to A. Don't get confused with all this. Belongs to, for all, these are the signs we need to use here in this chapter, and it will be very comfortable to you once you learn all this from now. So here it is given a relation is said to be reflexive if A is related to A for all element of A. If we take a set A, say there are 2 elements. Now we will say if there is a relation, we will say there is a relation R. Say in that relation the elements are 1, 1 and 2, 2. These 2 are only the element of this set, of this relation. Okay. Now every element means first element, this one. This element is related to itself. Again, this element is related to itself. That means what? That in general we say that A is related to A. Every element is related to itself. If every element is related to itself in a relation, then we say it to be reflexive. Now, if I take there are 3 elements, say 3 I have given, and R remains same. Now, if I ask you, is it a reflexive relation? Your answer will be no. Because this element 3 is not related to itself, because this is not there. Why it is not a reflexive relation? Because this is not there, this element is not there, so it is not a reflexive relation. Okay. Now if I write something else here, say 2, 2, then 2, 3, it's possible to write a relation in this way also. Now in that case, if you are asked is it a reflexive relation, still your answer will be no, because 1, 1 is there, 2, 2 is there, but 3, 3 is not there. This is not your lookout. Okay, so only your lookout should be 1, 1 should be there, 2, 2 should be there, 3, 3 should be there, then it will be a reflexive relation. Okay, now come to symmetric relation. Symmetric relation say, if you go through your textbook, now you can understand very easily. If A is related to B, implies B is related to A. Now if I write a set A 1, 2, now I will write a relation in this way. Say it is 1, 1 and 1, 2. This is a relation in this set, means A to A. Okay, now if we start thinking whether it is a reflexive relation, symmetric relation, what is the definition of symmetric relation? If A is related to B, then we must have B is related to A. That means what? 1 is related to 1, then we must have 1 must be related to 1. Here 1 is related to 1, so the same thing. Again 1 is related to 1, again 1 is related to 1, means from here A1 is related to 1 and this one is also related to 1. So it will not disturb you. Now only thing is that you concentrate here. 1 is related to 2. Now we should say 2 must be related to 1. 2 must be related to 1. But is it there? If I write 2 is related to 1. Now it is symmetric. 1 is related to 2. 2 is related to 1. If it is just ulta, you can 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 1, then it is a symmetric relation. But if it is not there at all, then we will say no, it is not a symmetric relation. The reason we will write in this way, it is not symmetric because 1 is related to 2, but 2 is not related to 1. Why 2 is not related to 1? Because 1 element is not there. That is the 2 is not related to 1. Why 2 is not related to 1? Because 1 is not there. Okay? In the same way, now if I write, let me write 3. R is a relation, say 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3 are the element of this. Now, whether it is symmetric or not. If A is related to B, then B must be related to A, then only we can say it is symmetric. Now, 1 is related to 2, alright. So we must have 2 is related to 1, it is there, 2 is related to 1, okay. Now, 2 is related to 3, so it will be symmetric only if 3 is related to 2. But 3 is not related to 2. That means what? 3 is not related to 2 means we are not given that 3, 2 is an element of this set. It is not given in this way. It is not given. So, if we are given with this set, then we have said yes, it is symmetric because 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. But originally we are not given, so it is not symmetric. So this is all about symmetric relation, and don't get confused with this sign. This is the sign for every. That means if there is, for every element, if there is anything, if there is 1, 2, then we must have 2, 1. That's all. So now the meaning is for every, okay, for all. Don't get confused. We'll be using more, and I'll clarify the later on also. Okay, now the third one says transitive. Transitive, if A is related to B and B is related to C, then if we have A is related to C, see carefully, A is related to B and B is related to C, B will go out, we'll have A and C. A is related to B and B is related to C, and if this implies that A is related to C, then we say R is transitive. Now, okay, let us take a relation. 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 3. Now, if you are asked whether it is transitive or not, so it is transitive or not. Now you see, 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 3, A is related to B, B is related to C, B will go out. If A is related to C, then we say it is transitive. 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 3, 2 will go out, 2 will go out. So 1, 3. If 1 is related to 3, then we can say it is transitive. If 1 is here, it is 1 is related to 3, so it is transitive. So if it is transitive, now if I don't write this one and ask you, is it a reflexive relation? Is it a transitive relation? Your answer will be no, it is not a transitive relation because 1 is related to 2, 2 is related to 3, but 1 is not related to 3.